Bend. Game time. Run it up, run it up, jump, run it up, run it up, run it up. You gotta put in that work, dog.
Today, from Las Vegas, Nevada, it's Week 7 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Stadium opened back in 2020. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Houston Texans and the Las Vegas Raiders. The Texans offense rested and ready coming off the open week in their schedule. And they are led by this man in his 5th season at wide receiver. And he was flat unconscious last week. I mean, all the touchdowns he had should be illegal. Something. It's crazy. I've never seen a game like that for a receiver.
Yeah, that makes 2 of us. All the years in the league that we've covered, we haven't seen anything even approaching that. Possibly you could have sold me if you told me a running back did it, carrying the ball. We've seen things like that before. But have a pass catcher? Incredible. I mean, that's a great season in one game.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Throwing, Mills. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Chandler Jones, one of the best athletes to ever come out of Rochester, New York, in for the sack.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. So now after the sack, Mills and the Texans needing to navigate a 3rd and long. Out of his end zone, Mills. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
Max Crosby blowing up the play and getting the sack.
Well, they've got the lead, but it's certainly not a big one. And how do you keep control of that lead? Certainly not by that last play there. They gave up a big sack on the first play of this drive. Now it's double the distance to the 1st down marker.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Working out of the gun, Mills. Here's Johnson with a reception. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On third down, here's Mills. Again, it's Johnson. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Mills. That's caught left side by the tight end, Jordan. So nothing doing there, and it's 2nd down. The Texans at 2-3 here to begin the new season. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. Mills to the air again. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
They'll run with Hunt. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Early down stuffs will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. Mills now from the 50. He finds his man, complete. It's Jordan. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
A kind of a throwback weekend for our primetime games here in Week 7. Later tonight, a couple of the great AFC teams of the 70s do battle. The Steelers and Dolphins from Miami on Sunday night. And then tomorrow, Monday Night Football, Bears and Patriots from Foxborough. A rematch of Super Bowl 20. Bears won that one 46-10. But fear not for the Patriots, if I remember correctly. And they've won a few in the years following. They run with Hunt, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. On 1st and 10, Mills. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. And the Raiders are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. CD, he tried to kind of lob that one in there. It looked pretty going through the air. And the problem was it was in the air a little bit too long.
Yeah, that's a tough one because for that type of a route and what he tried to do and needed to do, he had to put a little air under it, and the defender was actually able to take advantage of it because it hung up there just long enough for him to get there and take it away.
Houston set to take over. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive in particular. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Raiders pick it up. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case, wide receiver, you got to be careful.
You certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time, completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake in the ball and knock it free.
The Texans with the football here late in this first half. From the gun, here's Mills. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet, flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again, 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Mills. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it, and the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
And the Texans going to get the football one final time here in this first half. Throwing to start the drive. Mills uses the stiff arm, and they're able to get this one across the 35. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Operating from the gun, Mills. It's caught left side by Cooks. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So he'll be stopped here for no gain, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Looking to throw. Mills. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls, and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. Final play of the half. Mills. And Mills is intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one, as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as some of the division races starting to take shape as we look around the NFL here in week number 7. We'll start up at TIAA Stadium in Jacksonville, where you see the final score there. Trevor Lawrence, strong as ever, as his guys finished off the first half at 7-1. From there, we head over to the West Coast. Check out the Niners at home at Levi Stadium. And they trail the visiting Chiefs in that one. Patrick Mahomes has thrown a touchdown pass. Finally, let's get to the country music capital of the world. See what's happening with the Titans at home in Nashville. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting Indianapolis Colts. Ryan Tannehill, excellent in the victory, as his guys run their mark to 4-2 on the year. in our game has been the play of Derek Carr that's led the way. His 3 touchdown passes have his guys out in front.
The Texans getting ready to go here to begin the third quarter. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Throwing again. Mills swings this out for Hunt. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Mills. Over the middle, complete. That's Jordan. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll look to throw again. He finds his man, complete. It's Jordan. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down. And they'll throw again. Here's Mills. Open man is Jordan, the tight end. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Mills. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hunt. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mills. He'll get this one underneath to Hunt. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Again, he'll drop to throw. Throw right side, taken in by Collins. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Again, it's Mills. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Jordan. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now it's Hunt. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
They give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior. You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, Mills. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was out there waving his arms saying, throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so. Because
and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jayon Brown. And the Raiders are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
They were well aware of the scoreboard as they went into halftime, and they know how tough it's been to put up any kind of points. But if there's a positive after that play, is that they were able to take a shot at the end zone on their opening drive.
And the Texans set to come onto the field. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter. A first down throw for Mills. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Mills, 4th down, gotta have it. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Mills now. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Well, hang on now, we're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw again. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen. And the Raiders are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. The Texans offense set to regain possession. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to take another shot here. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the shotgun, it's Mills. That's complete. It's Collins. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely, and no matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
Mills' throw taken in by Collins. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. To throw, Mills. That one is caught by Hunt. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
3rd and short yardage. Mills. Hard throw. Incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
For the winning team here, Charles, that's about as big and clean of a win as you could hope for in the National Football League. No turnovers. Meanwhile, you forced turnovers. You didn't allow any points, and you put up a bunch of points. What an effort.
And, Brandon, I just have to ask you, that's all the stuff that we saw happen today. Those are statistics, numbers, the whole deal. But my question is, how does one team come ready to play and the other one, obviously, not ready at all?
Boy, I mean, I obviously